Officials say all leads remain open after Sunday's robbery of crown jewels in the Paris Louvre Museum as they examine a vest and other equipment left behind at the scene. Meanwhile, new video appears to show a suspect calmly breaking into a glass display containing the stolen jewels. So let's bring in former FBI special agent and the founder of the FBI's National Crime Team, Robert Wittman. Robert, what are your thoughts about how this was done besides the national embarrassment that France is feeling right now?
Good morning, Brian. Thanks for having me on. It was a heinous crime, very audacious. The fact that it happened at 9:30 in the morning when the museum was open on Sunday morning, the fact that these guys were wearing these high visibility yellow vests to make themselves look like they were workers at the museum, all of that played together to allow them to get into the museum and do what they were doing. It was well thought out. I think there was a lot of planning that went in. They had to get equipment for this heist, but ultimately the execution wasn't all that great. Basically, Brian, if you're going to commit a crime, the only way to get away with it is by, one, doing it by yourself, two, telling no one what happened, and three, leaving no evidence. If you do that, it's very tough to catch people. In this case, they did all the opposites. There was 4 guys involved, possibly 3 or 4 guys involved. They left a lot of forensic evidence, all that material left behind. And I'm guaranteeing you, because of the way they did this, they're telling people that they did it, and they're bragging.
Really?
So ultimately, I have faith that they're going to get caught.
So plus the scooters or motorcycles, whatever it is. It's a mystery. Evidently, there's a Regent diamond there worth $60 million. They could have grabbed that, too. Yet they were specific on what they wanted, and they got 7 of the 8 things they were targeting. Does that tell you anything as an investigator?
Well, it tells me that they didn't have time to get to the Regent diamond. They were usually in these cases. It's speed. It's very much all about speed. And I've had cases where individuals went in, stole paintings from museums and jewelry and things of that nature, and they try to get in and out as quickly as possible because they don't want to get caught, by the police responding. The alarms did go off, and there was a response from the museum security personnel. So it wasn't like nothing happened. And they had to get out very quickly. That's why they dropped one of the crowns. The crown of Eugenie, which was the wife of Napoleon III. They actually dropped it on the ground and damaged it, so they couldn't take it with them.
So, quick question.
And that shows that they were in a big hurry.
Security on the scene. They get there and they want to protect the museum goers instead of going after the jewel thieves. Was that a smart move?
Well, that's what they're trained to do. Museum security individuals are trained to really, protect life. Property is one thing, and property is valuable, and it has a financial value to it and a historical value, but people's lives are most important. So no property is worth someone's life. So and in this case like this, they did the right thing. So,
Robert, if someone's going to case the place, they might be on some video footage of cameras that might be in there. Who came over and over again, day after day, to check it out? Who rented the big basket crane that they used? Who rented the I remember the 93 bombing, they found out who rented the truck, and that's how they were able to find those guys. Does this mean anything to you? There's been a rash of high-end jewelry heists from museums in Germany, Netherlands, and the Natural History Museum in Paris recently. Do you think that there could be a connection worth exploiting there?
I think the Natural History Museum heist could be a connection. And the reason for that is because a lot of the MO, the modus operandi, was similar to this heist. So I would definitely be looking at that. But you're absolutely right. All of this equipment and material that they used, somehow it was bought or rented. I had a case I worked on in Milwaukee involving a Stradivarius violin that was stolen from the concertmaster of the symphony. And interestingly enough, they used a taser when they stole it. So we were able to crack that case by finding out who had bought tasers in that area in the months before the heist. So as a result, it showed us who actually was involved. So this is the same thing. All this material is coming from somewhere. Somebody bought those cutters, and we're going to find out who.
And lastly, do you think we're going to get the guys?
I really do. At the FBI, I worked with the French police quite often, and there's a group in Paris called the BRB, and that's the Brigade Against Bandits. and they're professionals. They're very good at what they do. And what's even more interesting is they've got tendrils all through Paris of informants, criminals that talk to them. And those investigators, they have their thumb on the information in Paris. So I think that it's a good possibility that people will be talking.
Robert Wittman, always interesting. Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.